Salut à tous, c'est Trail pour la chaîne E-maginaire. On se retrouve pour la suite de nos aventures sur The Council. Donc nous venions d'assister à un repas et faire la connaissance de Napoléon Bonaparte.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Alors, quel manuscrit on va débloquer? On a dit science, on n'a pas forcément besoin. Manipulation, je crois, c'était une des possibilités. Donc on va prendre ça. Ok. Ouais, c'est vraiment impressionnant comme vue quand même. Moi j'arriverai jamais à me tenir si proche du vide. Alors là c'est par là qu'on vient. Je vais quand même regarder si on n'aurait pas un peu de loot. Voilà. Parce qu'on est quand même un petit peu en...
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the
On
world.
manque notamment de gelée royale. Il y a des papillons partout. C'est très particulier comme ambiance. Bon, on va discuter avec notre ami le cardinal.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
Non, on va continuer, ça sert à rien d'éveiller les soupçons. De toute façon, d'après ce que nous a dit le serviteur, elle est un peu plus loin.
On
Là,
that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Allez, avançons. Oh, il y a une boîte là. Déjà, il y a un truc là. Hop.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
On n'a pas la clé ici. Non. On va déverrouiller. Oh super, on a récupéré plein de jeux royales, c'est plutôt chouette.
Circe.
Ok, ça c'est un tableau, ok. Alors, théoriquement c'est juste au bout. Bien. Ah, clé à motif occulte. Bon, pas grave.
Amber crystals.
Super, on a récupéré un fragment d'ambre, encore un point, et on aura un point de plus. Le point de... mince, comment il s'appelle ces points? Point d'effort. C'est ça, j'avais un petit trou de mémoire. Je pensais qu'on arrivait à la fameuse pièce là. Et on a trouvé de l'élixir d'or. On va continuer, on va faire le tour de la bibliothèque. On va voir où on arrive.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Ok, on a récupéré de la gelée royale. Toujours utile d'avoir un peu de loot.
Pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Ah, une page d'encyclopédie. Un truc au sol, une pièce de collection. Apparemment, on a fait le tour. Alors, où est-ce qu'on arrive? Est-ce qu'on arrive bien? Voilà, la salle des tableaux. Je pense que là, c'est mon outoise. Ok. On va faire le tour. Voir si on peut pas récupérer 2-3 choses. On a l'inventaire qui est bien plein.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Bien. Ce qui est chouette, c'est que personnellement, j'aimais bien la mythologie. Donc ça me fait pas trop peur, ce problème d'énigme avec la méduse. On va voir ce que ça donne. On va quand même essayer de voir si on peut encore récupérer des choses. Un truc là-haut.
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear.
Super, encore un morceau d'ambre. Un morceau d'ambre, allez.
Amber crystals.
Super. On va débloquer un point d'effort de plus. On va changer de la gelée royale. Hop. Pièce de collection. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? L'eau de mélisse. Élixir d'or. Je sais plus ce que ça fait, élixir d'or. Soit les altérations négatives et chez immunité. D'accord. Est-ce qu'il reste quelque chose par là? Je pense qu'on a fait le tour. Ouais, on a fait le tour. Il y a une pièce là. Il y a une statue là-bas. C'est une méduse ça, non? Je crois qu'on est au bon endroit. Ok.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern.
Ok, il devrait y avoir un mec qui a un bouclier. Ah, voilà.
Holding a shield.
Ok, donc normalement c'est Percé qui affronte la méduse. Et je crois qu'il la pétrifie à cause d'un rayon de lumière qui est projeté vers ses yeux. Par contre, je vois pas quoi faire de l'épéiste. Il y a un truc là. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Ok, bon, on sait quoi faire de l'épéiste. Alors, j'ai quand même regardé s'il n'y a pas une ou deux petites choses à récupérer. Non, alors. La lanterne, on va le tourner vers le héros à l'écu. Ok. L'épéiste. On va le tourner vers la méduse. Ils ont bien dit que l'épéiste faisait face à la méduse.
Painting with no name.
La méduse, on va la faire pivoter. On est parce que je sais plus. Donc... On va la faire pivoter vers le héros à l'écu.
If I respect the legend,
Et une petite boîte.
I have to
Voilà,
place the
on va
hero
fouiller.
holding the shield in front of
Devil's
the Medusa.
Thorn. I'll keep it.
On va récupérer de la croix de Malte. Alors je sais jamais, croix de Malte c'est itération, affiche les immunités. Alors lui, on va... je voudrais qu'elle soit... que ça puisse se refléter, donc c'est vers le héros à l'épée. Voilà. Voilà, on a la lumière qui se reflète dans le bouclier et qui va frapper Méduse. Alors qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il y a la cheminée qui s'ouvre. Ah, ça fait un truc à la... Ça fait un truc comme dans Indiana Jones. Ok, ah c'est peut-être Lord Mortimer le tableau qu'on... au-dessus de la cheminée.
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait
fooling
là?
around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here. Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
Ah, ça me paraît bien.
Since you insist, Duchess, gallantry obliges this. Ladies first.
You just won't give in, will you?
I'm sorry, madam. It isn't in my nature.
Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Bien. Bien, bien, bien. Ça va me consommer 2 points cette affaire.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Actually,
On va pas ouvrir.
I'd rather not open it.
You're afraid, aren't you?
Have you ever heard of the Ark of the Covenant?
Yes.
A piece of advice. If you come across it, don't open it. You'll thank me.
Ouais, boîte de Pandore, ça me dit pas bizarrement. C'est pas.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An unofficial
J'aime bien être un gros
gospel.
lourd.
You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Gee, is there anything England doesn't have yet? Wait, yes, there is. The United States.
Well, not yet. Besides, as far as I know, they don't speak French in the United States.
Oh la garce.
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Une pièce de collection de plus. Alors.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Effectivement, Jacques Pérou n'est pas très fréquentable.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer.
Note de la main de Mortimer. Où est-ce que je peux trouver ça, moi? Hop, 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 hop. Ah, je sais pas où elle est. Mince, où est-ce qu'elle est cette note? Mouchoir d'Émilie, mouchoir de ma mère, lettre de Piagui, lettre de Sarah de Richet, page du bouquin billet, 5 cercles. Je sais pas... pas où est la note de notre ami là. J'ai consommé vachement de... Hop. Ah ça y est, je suis intoxiqué encore. Hop.
Amber crystals.
Oh, encore un morceau d'ambre.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a very long time,
Un
like
vampire.
Methuselah. A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Mortimer's collection is unique, isn't it?
That's an understatement. No doubt he has a major passion for history and fine art, or getting gifts.
If each time Mortimer does someone a favor, they reward him with a priceless gift, that means he must have helped nearly everybody in the world. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something. What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese, but I've nothing to gain by confiding in you.
Donc j'ai débloqué l'apparition des vulnérabilités d'Emily.
Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself.
I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Elle a déjà un partenaire, je pense.
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Songez à son comportement avec le camier. J'ai tenté c'est une femme et ma
It's
mère.
as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Faudrait pas que... Prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuites, je vais faire ça, je vais
Your
utiliser...
sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of
Oui,
the
je suis un
cameo
super
pendant
détective.
affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
Ouais, j'espère que ma mère n'a pas descendu sa sœur.
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's
C'est
1
compliqué
week
de
ago.
conclure autrement.
The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right
Ah oui, elle a
now.
même écrit
Good
sur
evening,
elle.
Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Ah,
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Ah non, elle fait trop peur. Je vais avec
Excuse me,
Mimi.
Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
Well, well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
The truth is, I really don't have the slightest idea. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily? Have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Emily, you suddenly seem to be very interested in my private affairs. You aren't pumping me for information, are you?
Not in the least, Louis. I'm deeply hurt that you would even think such a thing of me.
Look, I'm sorry. I just thought that...
Well, you thought wrong. I was interested in you, that's all. But that seems to be beyond you.
Don't take it like that. My mother and I recovered an old occult book that von Borchardt was planning to resell on the black market. There. Now you know it all.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
only I knew myself. My mother always takes a sly pleasure in telling me as little as possible.
Oh, poor little Louis. Your mother hides things
Oh mon
from
Dieu.
you.
Elle est bien gentille dans son lit là.
No, it's not nice at all. And you? What were you supposed to do once the book was found?
Give it to our sponsor, of course. Sir Gregory has more than one card up his sleeve.
So you mean home is playing both sides?
Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Oh mais sans problème.
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
Hehehehe. Libertin, mais je suis totalement fidèle. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Lord Mortimer, Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
Ok. Alors je crois que c'était le dernier épisode, je suis pas certain, mais... On va voir ça. Points. On peut y débloquer diversion. Tiens, j'avais pas vu que j'avais débloqué ça. Je sais pas s'il vaut mieux se spécialiser. Ah, je peux aller débloquer interrogatoire et diversion. Niveau 1. Logique. Je vais essayer de débloquer tout ce qui est détective quand même. Je pense que j'ai été débloqué ce qui m'intéressait le plus. Diversion, pourquoi pas. Conviction, étiquette, c'est pas mal. Érudition, science, subterfuge, occultisme, manipulation. Ça c'était quoi? Ça c'était la branche occultiste. Science et subterfuge, c'est ce qui m'intéressait le plus. Mais... manipulation, c'est pas forcément une priorité. J'ai quand même essayé d'aller chercher logique. Voilà. Et voilà, c'est la fin du premier chapitre de The Council. On va attendre la suite, c'est vraiment très très sympa comme jeu. Il y a juste ce petit problème de caméra, je trouve, quand on déplace le personnage. Autrement, le reste, c'est pour l'instant super. Donc, bien mieux qu'une certaine que j'avais suivi, un jeu épisodique où le premier épisode était sorti, j'avais pas vu la suite. J'ai l'impression que le reste n'est pas sorti. Il y avait vraiment des phases de gameplay horribles sur une certaine. Sur The Council, non, c'est vraiment... Pour l'instant, c'est plutôt une réussite. Je suis impatient de voir la fin de la trigue, en espérant que les épisodes sortiront assez régulièrement, qu'on n'attende pas un an avant la sortie de l'épisode 2. Mais c'est vraiment super. Donc merci à vous d'avoir suivi cette vidéo. Je vais pas laisser dérouler tout le générique de fin. Voilà, merci à vous, et à très bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures sur la chaîne et sur The Council. Salut à vous!